Good afternoon on this beautiful day, September 25th, 2024. This is my lovely wife, my mother-in-law. This is my father-in-law. And today we are going to the hospital because my wife is at full term. She is 5 days past the due date of our first child, and we are going to go to the hospital to see if she is ready to be induced. So anyway, I will show you my experience of documenting the birth of our first child in the People's Republic of China. Yes, this American man, this Russian woman, her Russian family, we get to experience the birth of our first child in China. So I will show you what that experience is like. We are currently waiting for our taxi, and the taxi will be here in 3 minutes. I was thinking, because my in-laws don't really speak English, me and my mother-in-law a little bit, I speak a little Russian, but not enough for a fluent conversation. So my great wife, who speaks English, will ask some questions. So, Mama, how do you feel about this being your very first official grandchild?
Как тебе ощущение по поводу того, что у тебя будет первый внук? Ощущение счастья, радости. She said she feels happy and joyful.
Okay, how about Papa?
Папа?
Ну, рождение нового человека – это всегда великое событие. И с этим событием мы связываем в некотором роде свое будущее.
He's saying the birth of new human is a big, important event, and it influences also our future.
Really quickly, I want to explain why we're taking such a long trip to the hospital. I've been in China for about 6 months, and my previous apartment, my colleague gave me a hospital that's not too far away from there. It's really good. It's a women's hospital in a city called Jiaxing. Well, about a month ago, a little more than a month ago, my school relocated my wife and I, and we moved. And so we don't live in that area anymore, but because we moved, we're still using that hospital, because that hospital, we've had all our appointments there, we've had all our records there. So although there's a hospital right next to our house, we're just going to use this one because it's easier. And if something happens, hopefully not, but if something happens, they have all the records and they're able to better help us. So anyway, it's about an hour away, and yeah, the city is called Jiaxing. The women's hospital is called Jiaxing. I think it's Women's Maternity Hospital. It's really big. Every time we go there, it's very crowded. Lots of people there. And so my colleague is really nice. My wife just said it's one of the best hospitals in the province. I mean, a few months ago I asked the colleague if she can send me a nice hospital around here, but I think she went above and beyond. She sent the best one, so she's probably not watching this video, but thank you for helping me. change in plans. It's now September 26th, and apparently too much fluid has been lost. So it seems like my wife will do a C-section today. So right now, me and my in-laws are on the way to the hospital, and we'll find out what's going to happen. C-section, or we'll find out if labor will be safe with inducing. I'll keep you updated on the way to the hospital once again. Good evening. Here I am at the hospital with my wife. So I'll explain. We came to the hospital yesterday just to see if she's ready to be induced. But some things happened, and to make a long story short, she might have to do a C-section, and there is a chance that maybe she can get induced. I will let Olga explain what's happening from yesterday to now.
Okay, so the situation is that we came here with some symptoms of giving birth, but then I found out that there are several issues that restrict me from giving natural birth on the day when we arrived. So I had to do some checkups and then do some tests, and right now we're thinking between C-section and natural birth with advices, recommendations from doctors also. So the situation is a little complicated, but we're patiently waiting for tomorrow's appointments and some more checkups, and then we'll find out what's better for our baby.
Essentially, if she's in a position to be induced, she'll be induced tomorrow. If she's not, we'll do the C-section tomorrow. It's completely up to God, the Lord Jesus Christ. It's up to Him. And so we're just going to trust Jesus. We're going to pray. And whatever happens is what's meant to happen. I prefer, and she prefers, our whole family prefers the natural birth because that's the way it was designed to be. But if we have to do C-section, if it's best for the baby and best for my wife's health, I'm all for it. Reluctantly, but I'm all for it. So anyway, this is where my wife is staying. There is a family that is right next door. We're sharing the room. We're sharing the bathroom with them. There was a family here yesterday and today with their newborn son or daughter, but they left. So there's a new family here. So we're going to stay in this room. My in-laws are staying at the hotel, and I'm staying in the room with my wife. Not in the bed with her, obviously, but on the chair. So she's been here since last night, and my wife needs to pay attention to her testing, so we will see you tomorrow morning. But first, I'll give you a quick tour of our little room. So today my wife is going to have a bunch of tests done to her, and I guess, as she said, this machine is counting the fetal movements, and today we'll find out if we're going to do C-section or natural birth. We prefer the natural birth, but we shall see what happens. So far the past couple of nights, the hospital's been very good. She's receiving great care, round the clock, 24/7. It's nice. Would you agree, Olga?
I agree.
Stay tuned.
Как положено в природе.
Good afternoon.
Она пришла от природы, природа должна идти.
It is September 27th, 2024. We did not want to do a C-section. We trust the doctor's opinion. He said that even if a couple days goes by where we wait for the baby's position to change, he said it's very unlikely. So this decision is not based on what we want. It's based on what's best for our son. So we reluctantly agreed to do the C-section today. So right now my wife is getting ready. Her mom is preparing her. And operation will start soon, and I'll be with you soon. I can't go in the room with her, but my love will be there with you. So anyway, we'll see each other soon. We're doing the C-section. She's currently in the operating room right now. I'm really nervous, but I'm staying calm. So anyway, see you guys soon. She'll be here in about 40 minutes, maybe an hour, but just gotta wait, meet my boy. It is September 29th, 2024, and my son was born on September 27th, 2 days ago. The protocol is to stay in the hospital for 3 or 4 days after the birth. If everything is okay with my wife's health and my son's health, we will most likely go home tomorrow. She had to do the C-section. It was random. So what I've learned from this experience is to always stay humble, because God can change things. Things happen. So it's always good to depend on God, to be humble, because I'll be honest, I was very confident about the natural birth, and my wife was too, but sometimes what I've learned from this experience is that sometimes things change and you have to trust God throughout the entire process. I'm very impressed with my wife. She was calm before and she's been calm very after. While she was in the operating room, I wasn't allowed to be in there. I was pacing back and forth. I was nervous. So my wife is a hero, and to all you mothers out there who are pregnant, have been pregnant, and have given birth, you guys are all heroes, and we appreciate you. Thank you for all you do, bringing children into the world. Here in China, the public hospital system is good. Yes, there's the option of the private hospital. So private hospitals, it's more convenient if you can't speak Chinese. But even with the public hospital system, I'm sure you'll find videos online saying how it's not good. People smoke. Yes, people do smoke, but it's mostly in the hallways and at the entrances. You're not allowed to smoke in the hallways at all, so don't believe everything you listen to on the internet. Public hospital here in China is very affordable. Watch my past videos talking about prices. They're very good, and even though we're foreigners and don't speak Chinese, they've been very good to us, very helpful. Especially the first night, when he was less than a day old. They were very helpful. They didn't have to be helpful, but they were very helpful. So I can't stress enough how Chinese hospitals are good if it's public, and I'm sure it's good if it's private too. All medical care in China is very good. Because of some health risks that we didn't know until the last minute, the C-section was highly recommended. We waited a couple extra days to see if things would get better, but it didn't, so we did the C-section. And that's how it happened. So this is my little boy. We did not choose the VIP room option because it's more expensive, so we're sharing a room with another family, and I wish them the best with their birth, whenever they choose to do it, whenever it happens. So my son is staying in this little bed, and most likely tomorrow he'll go home and he will stay in the bed that is waiting for him at home. Say hello, Jasper. You don't want to? It's okay.